Hello, I'm here today to show you how this Rit dye works and to give it a review. I have never used this color before and it's been years, I think, since I used Rit dye. So this is golden yellow, and you notice the fabrics here that it will dye: cotton, wool, nylon, and more. And then it has some instructions in very fine print here, and it tells you, depending on the type of fabric, like what type of stabilizer you should use in your dye liquid. So I have cotton, so what I'm going to dye with this is I've made a little macrame kind of decoration to go around this. It'll tie around there, and then I'll put a candle in it, so that'll be really cute. And I wanted to do just a little bit of a dip dye around the edge. I don't want the dye to come all the way to the top, but I want to dye the ends and have it soak up just a little bit. I've never done this before, so let's see how it works while we're here together. The first thing I did was I boiled some water in a tea kettle, and I put it here, and then I put it on the stove and turned the stove on just a bit, just to keep this warm so that it won't cool off. On here it says if you have 140 degrees or hotter, that's ideal for cotton fabric. Now also for cotton, it says to add salt. On the box it said to add 1 cup of salt, but I'm not using a big bucket of water, so this is about 1/4 of a cup to about 1/3 of a cup. So I'm just going to put that in there. It also says to add 1 teaspoon of dish soap, so we will do that. That's about 1 teaspoon. I'm just going to stir that up a little bit, let it dissolve. Okay, I'm going to get something else to stir it with because that little teaspoon is a little bit small. There we go. So then what I would do is add my dye. Notice I'm wearing gloves. It tells us to wear gloves on the box or on the container. So I'm doing that, but I don't want to get yellow hands. Also, it's important to shake it first. So we're going to shake it up really nice. All right, let's open it up and see what it looks like in there. Oh, it's got a seal on it. Let's hope I can remove that with gloves. Yeah, not difficult. Ooh, look at that. Bright color. I'm going to put some in the cap so you can see. See how bright that is? It's interesting, it said on the bottle that it might look green before it hits water. I wouldn't say that looks green, it looks more orange. Let's stir in some dye. So I'm not really sure how much to use for the color that I want. I've put in a cap full, and I'm going to get one of these little excess strings and let's test it out, okay? And just see how yellow that looks. Oh yeah, see? Look at that. Even that little capful turned it pretty yellow, like when you compare it to the white. That's pretty cool, right? I think I might like it just a little bit brighter. That's a little bit too light, so I'm going to put a second capful in. There we go. I'll put the lid back on so I don't spill dye all over my kitchen. I might have an orange kitchen forever if I do that. Stir that in. And let's put the other end in and see how it looks. We can compare. Yeah, it's a little bit darker, see? That's pretty good. I think I kind of like that color. All right, so let's try it with the actual object that I want to dye. So I'm going to shake it so it's even. And let's dip it in there. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty cool. I'm going to dip it just a little bit more so I get the ends of the triangles. All right, look at that. I would say that this Rit dye is very good. This cord again is 100% cotton, so we're doing a full cotton fabric with this. I have not used it with others, like it has nylon and wool, and it tells you if you're using those fabrics to put vinegar in the water instead of salt as a stabilizer. But this will stabilize the dye really well, what we used here, and I'm very happy with it. I'm just going to hang it here over my soap and put it here so that we can let it drip and dry off. So look at that. Very happy with this. I like the way that it came out. If you like it darker, you can put more dye in. If you like it lighter, you can do less. So again, Rit dye. This is golden yellow. I'd say it's very true to what the box shows. So if you're looking to dye a craft project or do like some tie-dye t-shirts or any item that you might want to dye, I've seen people use this for like lace tablecloths if they have weddings and they have a certain color that they want. I highly recommend Rit Dye. Very easy to use, easy to follow instructions, and as you can see, quite successful. So thank you for watching the video, and I hope that your projects go just as well as this.